YARDBIRD is the latest officer coming out for Warpath that is for the artillery and more specifically for sieging bases. So if you are someone who loves attacking bases, this is the officer for you. Checking out his first skill here, we can see that he currently does a skill damage coefficient of a total of 1800, and he also reduces the skill prep time by 1 second. Moving on to the second skill, which is a balanced skill here, it has a firepower of 35% and HP of 25%. The third skill, upon entering combat, this officer's artillery troop increases the skill boost by 10% and the officer's skill resilience by 15% for all friendly ground force troops, including allies within 2 map grids for 20 seconds. Now, these buffs are also 50% more effective for this officer's troop, meaning that technically the officer skill boost for yourself is 15% and the skill resist is a further 22.5% for yourself. His next skill, guys, is another passive skill, and it is a special, and it is whenever this officer is in an artillery troop, the troop gains an extra 20% damage intensity when attacking fortifications. If the target is a commander's base, it triggers breach. Now, what breach does here is it increases the officer's damage intensity based on the troop's max HP. So for every 100 mil HP the enemy base has, you gain an extra 1% damage. Meaning if the commander's base has an extra 1 billion health, you are then going to be doing an extra 10% damage. The maximum you can deal if the enemy's base is up to 3 billion HP, you'll be doing a further 30% on top. And then finally, guys, the awoken skill. And what this does here, it deals skill damage to a target of 1800, and when this officer is an artillery troop, hitting the same target repeatedly increases the skill damage coefficient by 25% per strike, stacking up to 3 times. So with this information, guys, as we know, the coefficient is 1800, so 25% of 1800 is 450, meaning for every shot you do, you're going to be adding on 450, meaning the first shot deals 2250 coefficient. If you hit 2 shots, you will end up doing 2700, and if you get all 3 shots before your skill goes off, you will do a staggering 3150 coefficient. So it does say here, though, if you do switch to a different target, it resets the coefficient to 0, and it also increases obviously the skill prep time by 1 second. That is only after the first skill shot goes off that gets activated. So overall, guys, this officer is going to be very, very good if you pre-charge your Howies before attacking a commander's base, meaning you will get that most amount of damage coefficient in, and you're going to just be dealing a lot of extra damage towards bases alone.